the unsolved death of Brenda Elizabeth Stinson. This is the story of Brenda Elizabeth Stinson. More than 40 years ago, Brenda was killed in rural Ontario. Her death has never been solved. This video is not about rumors or speculation. It is about what is known, what remains unanswered, and remembering Brenda as a person whose life mattered. Brenda Elizabeth Stinson was 23 years old. She lived in Peterborough, Ontario, and was a young mother to a 5-year-old son. At the time, she was living with her parents. Brenda was someone's daughter, someone's friend, and someone's mother. She was not just a name in a case file. In the early morning hours of May 12, 1984, Brenda was seen at the Trent Inn in Peterborough. This is the last confirmed public sighting of her. What happened after she left the bar is unknown. There are no confirmed witnesses who saw where she went, who she was with, or how she traveled after that point. Sometime during the night or early morning, Brenda disappeared. Later that same day, her body was discovered along Sawyers Creek Road, a quiet rural road south of Lakefield, Ontario. The area was isolated. Police determined that Brenda had been the victim of a violent assault and classified her death as a homicide. Investigators believed she was likely attacked at another location and then transported to where she was found. No suspect was identified. Police opened a homicide investigation, but the case faced significant challenges from the beginning. This was 1984, long before modern DNA databases, digital surveillance, or mobile phone tracking. Investigators relied on witness statements and limited physical evidence. Despite interviews and public appeals, no arrest was made. Over time, leads diminished and the investigation slowed. Brenda's case became a cold case. There are several reasons why the case remains unsolved. There were no confirmed witnesses who could place Brenda with a specific individual after she was last seen. The location where she was found was exposed and outdoors, making evidence difficult to preserve. And forensic technology at the time was far more limited than it is today. Without new information, the investigation reached a standstill. Over the years, members of the public have discussed possible theories about what may have happened. Police have never publicly named a suspect, identified a motive, or confirmed any connection to other cases. Anything beyond the known facts remains unproven. Cold cases are not just unsolved investigations. They are unanswered questions for families who continue to wait for justice. Someone, somewhere, may still have information about Brenda's death. A memory, a conversation, a detail that once seemed insignificant. Even decades later, that information could matter. Advances in forensic science have helped solve some cold cases, including through DNA analysis and genetic genealogy. But these tools depend on evidence and on people coming forward. Without new information, answers can remain out of reach. Brenda Elizabeth Stinson was 23 years old. She was a mother, a daughter, and a person whose life had value. Her death remains unsolved. If you have information related to this case, please contact local law enforcement. Sometimes justice begins when someone chooses to speak. Thank you for taking the time to remember Brenda.